Hey, Martin here. Today we're excited to announce RemNote 1.23. This update brings comprehensive improvements across almost every area of the app, all the way from the editor to flashcards to handwritten documents to syncing to AI tooling and more. Normally, we use major updates to highlight new features that make learning and thinking easier. However, the vast majority of our effort behind the scenes actually just goes to continuously upgrading RemNote's extensive set of powerful core features. To keep this interesting, let's put a counter up in the top right of the screen for the number of improvements made so far, and wait until the end to see the final number. First, we have major updates to the mobile app. We've completely rebuilt the mobile flashcards home so that it now loads instantly, and opening any individual document or your global cube also loads instantly. The initial sync when you open the app is now 2 to 3x faster at getting updates which were made on other devices while this one was offline. We've also reduced overall memory usage up to 40% across the app, significantly improving stability on larger knowledge bases and larger handwritten documents. Loading of the editor is also now about 35% faster. RemNote has always been designed with performance at its core. RemNote works completely offline in that when you first log in, your entire knowledge base is downloaded to your local device, either on desktop, web, mobile, or tablet. Whenever you open any document, RemNote makes a super fast query to that local offline database to fetch only exactly what's needed and show that to you. And in the background, we'll start instantly syncing to other devices through the cloud as well. To give more visibility into the syncing process on mobile, we've added a new sync indicator on the top of the main home, all documents, and the flashcard home. You can also enable this on other devices by going to your settings, interface, sync indicator. Next, we've rebuilt and upgraded the AI card generation for PDFs, web pages, YouTube, and other sources. The new system uses less AI credits overall, but gives higher quality cards. We've also added more visibility into the number of AI credits that each generation uses, and made it easier to customize which sections, level of detail, model, and other options you're going to use. The new system also includes citations for every single card. On the backside of a card, just scroll down to the sources section and read the citation there, or click it to immediately see it in context in your PDF. This works even if you do not explicitly have a pin stored on the REM. Next, we've cleaned up the sidebar on all devices, but in particular on tablet. The new look is cleaner, nicer to look at, and proud of our ongoing efforts to make every part of RemNote beautiful to look at. The Daily Notes page has also been completely revamped, significantly cleaning it up, as well as making it easier to access and customize your Daily Note template, which lets you structure and plan your days ahead of time. Next, we've fully rebuilt the editor print engine. The new engine flexibly handles all kinds of documents, including those with many images or tables, and also gives you significantly more control over the kind of print that you're going to do. Handwritten documents have received a ton of upgrades. The pen is now significantly smoother and captures your pen strokes with higher fidelity, grabbing them directly from the event stream from your Apple Pencil or other stylus. Performance has been improved even more, with distinct upgrades both to general performance, selecting many items, documents with many scribbles, specifying occlusion areas, and more. You can now customize your color palette with more fidelity, specifying exact hex or RGB or other kind of color code. The eraser has also been improved. You can now customize exactly what kind of item you're going to erase. For example, here maybe I only want to erase these arrows, while leaving other kind of images, strokes, etc. untouched. If you do delete something by accident, we've improved the UX around undo redo by showing a clear indication of when you've actually undone something, and by adding a new drawing trash, which you can access in the top right of any document. This lets you see any individual strokes, items, etc. which were deleted, and which you can restore directly from here. PDFs are now much smoother, with even more performance on documents with many PDF highlights or many scribbles. Also improvements to when you're working in dark mode to make sure there's no flicker when you go to a new PDF screen, or flicker on some certain odd PDFs that we saw. Manipulating your PDFs on mobile should also be easier now, in particular for any text on them. We've also improved pen colors in dark mode, and much more. Next, the editor has received a ton of improvements. First, Control F has been significantly upgraded. We've improved colors and styling. It now works much more like a normal browser Control F, where you can find multiple matches within a given piece of text. And you can also search through tables and other kind of content. If you have a piece of text like ribosome here, which is inside of a collapsed bullet, and then you go and search for that, we'll now tell you that there's an additional result in a collapsed REM, which you can view in filter mode to go and see all of those. And you can change the modes from here. There have also been improvements to searching for accents and other non-Latin languages. Tables have also seen a ton of improvements. We made it much harder to accidentally delete them, showing a confirmation if you do. We smoothed out many edge cases with our powerful query system, which lets you both filter any given table and pull in information from throughout your knowledge base. There's no more jiggly cells when you're scrolling or when you're editing here, all perfectly locked into place. We made them easier to interact with on mobile, fixed some RTL issues, made them appear in search, and much more. The editor as a whole has also seen improvements to both performance in general, performance when you're selecting a lot of text. We've added a new long press action to enable the context menu on phones and tablets. It's now easier to do copy-paste. We fixed a variety of IME input problems on Chinese keyboards, and much more behind the scenes to get everything feeling perfect. Flashcards have also seen a bunch of improvements. You can now type /metadata on any bullet to see information about when it was created, as well as all the scheduling information of when the card was practiced and when it'll be due next. You can now import from Anki in Anki's latest APKG format. We've improved grading and explanations for the type and answer feature here, which can let you know if you get something wrong. The card table has seen a variety of improvements, both to the initial loading, sorting by the ease column, fixes for images in descriptors, and much more polished to flashcards throughout the app as well. Those are all the improvements that I can make at least somewhat interesting for a video. Behind the scenes, there's many, many more. Over the past 3 months since 1.22's release, we've made actually 927 total improvements. These are all unique, separate, significant things that we've closed off and marked as fixed in our internal system. Future updates and update videos will go back to talking about the powerful new features that we're continuing to add to RemNote. For now, I hope you liked this brief look behind the scenes at some of the continual polish that everyone on our team continues to work on. We make improvements both from our own extensive testing and our own personal heavy usage of RemNote, but also very directed and guided by everyone in our community's input and feedback. So once again, thank you for everyone in the community who has helped to make suggestions or report issues, and happy learning.